if you follow my story or follow your story, for example, we'll talk about the gym. I've been 24 stone, dropped down to 14 stone, got back up to a really dark place, and then got back up to about 20 stone. It was 20 stone, and dropped back down to what I am now. But I don't sell fucking training courses on how to lose weight. No. But I've walked the walk.
Yeah.
Same as you.
Yeah.
You've been on stage. You know how to do it. You don't sell training courses on. So actually work with people. Surround yourself with people that are doing it. People that are selling training courses. Nothing against that. But are they actually doing it?
Yeah.
Do your due diligence.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I think nowadays we've got social media. Obviously, you've got to be careful who you're following on social media. Are they really credible? Are they speaking the truth? But there's lots of ways of finding out, you know. Training courses is a tough one for me because I believe that training is good for someone. If they haven't got the right people around them and they don't know what they're doing, then they need to obviously learn. And it's either that or you're going to make a load of mistakes and it's going to cost you money anyway. But I just think spending huge, like 12 grand, 15 grand, sometimes I hear 20 grand courses. It's a lot of money, a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. I think that a lot of these people on social media nowadays, you're paying for a seat at the table. That's what you're paying for. You're not actually paying for it because content's already filmed.
Yeah.
But you're paying for that one seat at the table to go, you should go and do this.
Yeah.
We'll say short leases, for example, Jason, a good friend of ours. So if you do short lease, you'd go to him, but he's not going to charge you 20 grand.
No, exactly.
But he knows his stuff. You know, everyone knows that Jason short leases is your man.
Yeah.
But if you go to another training provider, they'll charge you 20 grand.
Yeah.
They don't know more than him.
No, exactly. So it's finding the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So what are your thoughts on social media then? Good,
you know what?
bad?
It's a tough one. I think when I started business 20 years ago, I mentioned that I put adverts in local papers.
Yeah.
I don't even think Rightmove was out by then. And I don't even think I had internet. So the resources were very limited.
Yeah.
The way I built up my business was purely customer base, looking after my customers, providing a good service, giving them a good price, recommendations, etc., etc. Social media now is I think a great platform to put yourself out there, to build up credibility. But there is a dark side to it as well. There is a dark side. But for anyone that follows me, I hope that through my journey of investing in property and doing projects, people can get a good insight on how it all works. Sometimes I question myself, why do I create content and put it on social media? For what purpose? I'm not making money out of it. But you can't look at that point. You've got to look at the overall picture. Now, look, I'm going to give you an example. I wouldn't have met Ricki Marley, which is my new business partner, if it wasn't for Clubhouse and me following him on social media and him following me on social media. Because we only met for the first time on Wednesday, believe it or not. I've known him for about 1.5 years through speaking to each other, me following his social media, the projects that he's doing. So that's all because of social media. So I think social media is good if it's used in the right way. If you don't consume it in the wrong way and follow the wrong people, I think it's good. I think it can open doors and create opportunities.
Again, it comes back to how you're structured in your daily routine, and how you, again, use your time. Time comes back to time management, doesn't it? If you run a business, you haven't got time to sit on it and consume the shit that is on there, to be completely honest with you. Yes, I'll put stuff out there, but I'm not going to sit for hours. And I'm not saying that I don't do that, because I do. Everyone's going to be guilty of scrolling.
Oh, yeah.
You will get caught scrolling. I do. If you say you don't, you're talking bollocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got to have a certain amount of time to sit on social media.
It's a bit addictive, to be honest, because the first thing I do in the morning when I'm on the toilet is I scroll through Insta.
Everyone's like,
what are you going to do? You pick up your phone, you've got all these apps on your phone. You're even going to go on Rightmove to see what the properties are like, prices, and what. Or you're going to go on Instagram or TikTok. What else are you going to do? You're not going to read the newspaper, are you?
Not anymore. No,
so it can be addictive. But it's funny because yesterday I was ringing up a letting agent in a location not even near me. It was about 45 minutes away from me, trying to secure another rent-to-rent deal, right? So I was speaking to him and I said to him, do you do corporate lets, company lets? He goes, no. I said, why is that then? He goes, because the rental demand around here is so strong right now. Anyway, we started talking. He goes, you know what? I recognise your voice. He goes, do you do TikToks? I said, yeah. He goes, do you drive a blue Porsche? He I go, yeah. He goes, I've been watching all your videos and whatnot. I love your videos. I love your content. You just done the yellow house. You bought in the auction and knew everything about me.
Yeah.
And so right there means that he knows who I am because he's been following me on social media. Meant that it could have led to an opportunity of me getting another potentially getting another rent-to-rent property off him. If he knows what I'm about.
There you go. So if you put yourself out there and you build your brand, and you do it with the right intention, you can
100%.
You can definitely earn money, but not directly, just indirectly. So let's talk about the car situation.
Yeah,
you just got picking potentially your dream car up.
Yeah. I followed a lot of people on social media. I've done a little story where I actually sold the Porsche. I've done a little emotional video of me selling it and partying with my baby, and sold it to McLaren, and then went and picked up a Volkswagen Polo, because this is now going to be my little runaround car where we're gonna, if I need to travel further out, I can use that, you know. But I said to myself, after the last refurbishment that I'd done, was going to be my reward, my treat, because I put a lot of work into that project. And so, I upgraded the Porsche to a McLaren.
And that's been your dream, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I've always been a sucker for fast cars. I mean, I had a Ferrari at the age of 26. In hindsight, big mistake. Bought it for cash outright. I thought, what are you doing, Rick? There's a Ferrari 360 Spider, 51 plate. It was old. I think I paid 50 odd grand for it. Cash. And looking back now, I said to myself, why did you do that, Rick? I could have bought a house out of that instead, you know. Again, lack of knowledge, bit naive, young, bit stupid. But I mean, this is, I love cars. I mean,
Petrolhead.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I am. But you got to treat yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
mate, yeah. Listen,
you got to reward yourself for the hard work.
You've worked hard for, I'm not saying just that 20-year period, but for that 20-year period, you've now got your dream car.
Yeah. I think anyone that's working hard out there deserves to treat themselves and reward themselves.
It is important for people to listen to what you've just said there. Don't work, and I was so guilty of this. I was working all the hours that God sent, and it leads to burnout. And like what you just said there, you finish the refurb. Yes, you've set up another business in the rent-to-rent one, so you can earn more money, have more time, more freedom, but you've treated yourself. Yeah. Which is so important.
Yeah. And you know what? It's created a little bit of hunger again for me, because I've upgraded the
got to pay for the fuel.
I've got to pay for the fuel, so I'm thinking, shit, I need to earn some more money now to pay for this. So it's created a little bit of hunger again to keep me going, you know. That's my excuse anyway.
What makes you feel accomplished?
Accomplished? Don't know. Define that.
So, accomplished for what makes you feel like, you know, like if you've done a refurb, you've accomplished the task or whatever it may be, but what makes Ricky feel accomplished? For example, at the end of a gym session, you feel like you've given everything.
Yeah, I mean, I do that with everything that I do. I have to. Even now with this new business, I'm super focused on that now. I was going through a phase where I didn't know what to do with myself. In fact,
did you feel lost?
I felt lost, and in particular in 2018, I sold the flooring business. And when I sold the flooring business, I said to myself, right, I'm going to sell the business. I'm going to spend loads of time with the kids. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to do this and enjoy my time. And I sold the business, and I woke up the next day and I'm thinking, shit, what am I doing now? Like, there's no structure, there's no routine. I don't need to be in the shop. Don't need to load up the fitters. And I felt a little bit lost. Didn't know what to do with myself, you know? And I tell you, it took me, even though, because the idea was to sell the business and get straight into property full time. I wanted to really expand my property portfolio. And when I sold the shop, I did buy another house. But it was really weird because I still felt a little bit lost. And it took maybe a good year for me to come out of that position. Maybe because I was so used to going into the shop and doing what I was doing. It's just really weird. It was really weird. Now I'm okay. But I still have moments. I've got to be able to wake up and feel like I've got something to do, if that makes sense.